Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pat Parrish. We begin with a topic that has the attention of the nation across the U.S. and beyond our borders. President Donald Trump cracking down on illegal immigration. Yesterday, ICE reported almost 1,000 arrests and more than 500 detainees. Tom Homan, the Trump administration's border czar, says violent criminals were the targets of a Chicago blitz. The Illinois governor says authorities also went after people whose only crime was entering the U.S. illegally. Meantime, Colombia says it's again accepting U.S. deportation flights. That's after its refusal to accept two of the flights led the president to threaten tariffs. KGUN has been on the ground covering the impact of President Trump's immigration executive orders. U.S. Customs and Border Protection runs a migrant processing facility here. KGUN's Eddie Celaya is on the southeast side in front of the large migrant processing facility there. Eddie joins us now live. Eddie, what can you tell us about what you're seeing?
Hey, Pat, I have actually been here in front of the migrant processing facility since about 11 a.m. today. And in that time, I've seen transport vans and buses enter and exit the facility. I also got the chance to speak with a gentleman who drives by this area often, and he offered his thoughts on the situation. The migrant processing facility opened in April of 2021.
Normally, actually, there's a lot more activity. It has definitely slowed down.
Wim Schulte is supportive of President Donald Trump's deportation executive order, to a point.
I really do not think you're going to be end out deporting 10 million people or whatever the number is. I don't see that happening. The enthusiasm is not there for that type of thing.
On Monday afternoon, transport buses and vans made their way in and out of the facility, some heading east, others west towards Tucson International Airport. Last week, the airport was the scene of deportation flights. The steady stream of vehicles hailed mostly from Arizona, but some sported government-issued or out-of-state licenses. For Schulte, he'll continue to support the deportations.
As long as he keeps it to where you're kind of like specifically pointing on people who have criminal records, that type of thing.
Now, Pat, I have been here on site all day, and on top of seeing the transport buses and vans coming and going, earlier this afternoon, I also witnessed some Border Patrol vehicles, SUVs, trucks coming in and out of the facility. Now, we'll be here both on the ground and online covering this story as it unfolds. From here at Swan near Los Reales, I'm Eddie Celaya, KGUN.
All right, Eddie, thank you. Tucson Mayor Regina Romero and other city officials say they have been swamped with questions about what role our city will play as immigration enforcements across the country change. In a statement, city leaders saying their role is not changing, saying, quote, all of TPD's law enforcement activities are carried out in a manner that recognizes and protects the civil rights, privileges, and immunities of all persons in Tucson. Now, to see more from what Tucson city leaders have to say and to find more on the resources they provided for the community, head to our website, kgun9.com. The Mexican government representative in the Tucson area says Mexico prepared in several different ways for the Trump administration's mass deportations. The Mexican government has put up shelters in Nogales, Sonora, and several other cities to receive people as they arrive. Mexican Consul Rafael Barcel Durazo says many of the people being deported will be welcomed for the skills they can bring to the Mexican workforce.
It's very important to know that the large majority of Mexican nationals that might be deported were living in the United States for more than 20 or 25 years. So, of course, they will need to reassess their options in Mexico, but they also go into Mexico with many skills that will be very important for the Mexican workforce.
Now, the consul says he is concerned many of the deportees are leaving behind family members who are U.S. citizens. He says the Mexican government is watching closely President Trump's efforts to stop current citizenship rules that grant U.S. citizenship to anyone born in the U.S.